Hello and welcome to the Poetry Podcast with me, Patricia, your host. Today I've got lots of original poetry from Poetry Pea's unique Flashku submissions, along with a few one-line haiku from long ago in the history of Poetry Pea. As I say that, I feel a bit like I'm introducing a Star Wars film. Haiku from a long time ago in a galaxy far away. Anyway, it's been a little while since I last did a Flashku call-out, and I'd quite forgotten how much I enjoy them. If you're new to all this and wondering what on earth Flashku means, let me give you a quick explanation. A Flashku submission is a quick, spontaneous invitation to send us one haiku or senryu over a 24-hour period. The call goes out exclusively to poets on our mailing list, and it's become a wonderfully popular little opportunity to share your work. So if you'd like to be involved next time, you know what you need to do. Yes, I'll spell it out just in case. Join the mailing list. It's very easy to do on the Poetry Pea website. As promised, I'll be reading the poems selected this time in just a moment. But first, an apology. Ralph Matthews, if you're listening, you know I owe you one. I've been spelling your name incorrectly in the journal. No excuses. I do hate getting someone's name wrong. Happily, I've now been put right. So let's celebrate with one of Ralph's lovely poems. Scattered Starlings, the lines my father knew by heart. Scattered starlings, the lines my father knew by heart. Ralph Matthews. And now on to this round's Flashku selections, a beautiful gathering of poems full of shifting light, birdsong, blossom, sea air, and those fleeting moments that haiku captures so perfectly. Off we go. Low tide, a tarpaulin caught in mangroves. Low tide, a tarpaulin caught in mangroves. Nalini, Shetty. Moonlight, splintered into raindrops, pooling in a shoe. Moonlight, splintered into raindrops, pooling in a shoe. Robert Witmer. Another morning with the northerly wind, hydrangea buds. Another morning with the northerly wind, hydrangea buds. Sébastien, Revon. Mid-May showers, down the windy bike lane, a glimpse of Speedwell. Mid-May showers, down the windy bike lane, a glimpse of Speedwell. Emil, Karla. Sugar grit in a plastic cup, summer's end. Sugar grit in a plastic cup, summer's end. Steve Bahr. Son slipping over the fence, my cat about his business. Son slipping over the fence, my cat about his business. Katie, Montagna. Late frost, Just for today, the pink buds. Late frost. Just for today, the pink buds. Deborah A. Bennett. Swallow Song. The Scarecrow's Big Smile. Swallow Song. The Scarecrow's Big Smile. Samo Kreutz. Evening Walk. The bleat of goats from over the hill. Evening Walk. The bleat of goats from over the hill. Cynthia Anderson. Forest Edge. A fawn safely folded in the log pile. Forest Edge. A fawn safely folded in the log pile. Sara Winteridge. Sunlight filtered through leafing trees. Sunday morning. Sunlight filtered through leafing trees. Sunday morning. John Hare. Peony blossoms. One bird's song under another's. Peony blossoms. One bird's song under another's. Mark Forrester. Monkey nuts after a crow calls me away. Monkey nuts after a crow calls me away. Robin Rich. Morning stroll. A snail on the pebble dash. Morning stroll. A snail on the pebble dash. Tony Williams. Now normally I wait until the journal comes out to tell you who are the honourable mentions and the editor's choice. But it's going to be a while, so let me put you out of your misery now. If you disagree with the team, do let us know. So, we have one honourable mention. Afternoon heat. A wet line on the clay pot. Afternoon heat. A wet line on the clay pot. Vaishnavi Ramaswamy. And, of course, we have an editor's choice. So congratulations go to Elliot Diamond with this piece. Low tide. The fisherman gathers slack. Low tide. The fisherman gathers slack. Congratulations to all the poets who were chosen by the team to feature, and particularly Vaishnavi and Elliot for coming out on top. Well done both of you. The competition was really tough. And thank you to the editing team. This time, Richard Tice, Vandana Parashar, Robert Horrobin and Lev Hart, who gave up their time to read the poems. Before we move on, may I ask, if you've enjoyed the Poetry Pea Cast, please do consider supporting us. Producing these episodes, reading your wonderful work, editing, recording, Keeping all the Poetry Pea plates spinning takes quite a bit of time and care, and your support really does make a difference. There are a few ways you can help. If you'd like to become a member, you can find all the details on the website. Membership keeps Poetry Pea growing and allows us to continue creating new opportunities for you to write, to learn, and to share your work. And if membership isn't for you, you can always buy me a coffee or make a small donation to PayPal. Every little bit helps, as they say, and every gesture is hugely appreciated. Of course, another lovely way to support the podcast is simply to spread the word, tell a fellow poet, share an episode, or leave a review wherever you listen. It all helps more people to discover this little poetry community that we've built together. Thank you, truly, for listening, and for helping Poetry Pea continue to flourish in whatever way you contribute. Now, I wanted to remind you that we have a submission window open at the moment, and it's for one-line poems. So I thought I'd bring you some of my favourites from Poetry Pea from over the years. First off, some from our anthology, Little Marvels. And that reminds me to tell you that there will be another one this year, but it's by invitation only, and you only receive an invitation if you're on the Poetry Pea mailing list. And then I'm going to bring you some of those poems from that galaxy far, far away, back in Series 3. Spring arrives, just enough to build a snow dwarf. Spring arrives, just enough to build a snow dwarf. Lev Hart, from Little Marvels in 2024. Summer clouds passing through passing clouds. Summer clouds passing through passing clouds. Kim Clue, Little Marvels, 2024. A brown leaf among the green, old age home. A brown leaf among the green, old age home. Nitu Yumnam, Little Marvels, 2025. Ash tree, wish I lived elsewhen. Ash tree, wish I lived elsewhen. Sarah Paris, from Little Marvels, 2025. And now back to that galaxy. Series 3, Episode 10. That was a long time ago. We're on, where are we now? Series 9, Episode 21. Gosh. Clear day at the horizon, the sky, the sea. Clear day at the horizon, the sky, the sea. Srinivas S. Dandelion puffs, all the phases of the moon. Dandelion puffs, all the phases of the moon. Faye Brinsmead. Across the winter, where a crocus is. Across the winter, where a crocus is. Cat Layman. Spring shadow of winter almost gone. Spring shadow of winter almost gone. Willie R Bongcaron. Lingering among the winds, willow. Lingering among the winds, willow. Daniela Misso. A dark cloud lightens into a peacock song. A dark cloud lightens into a peacock song. Rashmi VeSa. Wild berries in the colander, slow dripping rain. Wild berries in the colander, slow dripping rain. Debbie Strange. Outstretched hawk slips the wind between branches. Outstretched hawk slips the wind between branches. Craig Kittner. And this one still makes me smile, all these years later. Just when I learned to walk the haiku path a monoku. Just when I learned to walk the haiku path a monoku. Anjali Warhadpande. So, as we've come to the end of today's episode, I hope these tiny poems have reminded you just how much we can do with a few carefully chosen words. Haiku has such a wonderful way of helping us pay attention, doesn't it? Thank you, as always, for spending a little time with me and with these wonderful poems. It's a real pleasure to be able to share your writing and celebrate the creativity, the observation and generosity that runs through the Poetry Pea community. So if you know any of the poets featured today, why not send them a message to congratulate them and tell them how much you enjoyed their work? And so a quick reminder before we part, our one-line poem submission window is currently open, but not for much longer. It closes on the 15th of June 2026. So do send us your one-liners before then, if you'd like to be considered. And if, oh no, you've missed that deadline, or if one-line poems aren't quite your thing, don't worry. There's always something happening at Poetry Pea. The easiest way to keep track of it all is to head over to the website and look for the submissions tab. You'll find a submission agenda or diary drop-down, and that'll give you a handy overview of what's open, what's coming up, and how you can get involved. And of course, if you're not already on the mailing list, do join us there too, because that's where all our Flashku invitations and special announcements first appear. And in some cases, only appear. Thanks so much for coming along and listening, and for writing and being part of this wonderful, thoughtful poetry community. Until next time, keep writing. And of course, don't forget to check the episode show notes if there's something missing. Send me an email and I'll sort it out. Ciao!